I thought I'd share with you today a couple of tips on mindfulness, and in particular mindful walking. Now, mindfulness, as many of you will know, is quite often confused and probably overcomplicated with people's assumptions as to what it is, the methods that you might use. Really, all mindfulness is getting yourself into the present moment. Allowing yourself to consume all that's around you in order to quieten the mind. But we'll get to that in a second. Now, first off, when I'm out walking Winston, I quite often let him lead. So the reason why I do that, partly because it's a nice thing to do, but why let my mind be muddied by thoughts on where I wish to go when I'm out mindfully walking? So I let him take the lead. He can choose which direction we take. Now, quite often, I'll be honest, we go the same direction because that's a route that he knows. But certainly when we get to the woods, we could be going anywhere. And actually, I quite like that. What I do next is, as with all mind calming exercises, I focus on my breath. I breathe through the diaphragm. And generally it's obviously slow, deep breathing. But really what I'm doing is just focusing on the breath. I don't think it matters, so long as you're not hyperventilating like the Wim Hof method, I don't think it really matters how you breathe, so long as you're just focusing on the breath. By focusing on that breath, really you're just focusing on a thing that enables the quietening of your mind. It's a great trick to stop that monkey from chattering away in your head. So what I do next quite often is I adopt a smile. If you've seen one of my other videos on this, there is a topic of science, quite new, called psychoneuroimmunology. And it's for that reason, if you look up the details on that, it's for that reason that I adopt a smile. You can trick your brain into thinking you're happy. Now, I'm lucky in the sense that, for the most part, I'm a happy chappy. But it's a great trick if you wake up with a couple of things on your mind. Fix that smile, keep it there for a period of time, and you will be hacking your brain. And then, this is where, again, I'm lucky if I'm out in the countryside, I'm in nature. So there's so many wonderful things that you can listen to. And I say that, there's a road over there, so you can hear traffic, but it doesn't matter. And that's actually possibly a really good point before I go into the kind of sounds that I listen to. You can be mindfully walking anywhere. So you can mindfully walk in the city, and in fact, it'll be a huge benefit if you do that. Because what you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're focusing on. You know, I've got skylarks there singing away in the background. I've got lots of other beautiful noises. But like I said, you know, I can hear the sound of traffic over there as well. So it doesn't matter what you're focusing your senses on. It's just the process of focusing your senses on those sounds, smells. So really that's the point of this whole mindfulness thing. It's about tapping into all of your senses. Take one sound at a time. So let's stop for a second. Let's see what we can hear. Yeah, the sound of skylarks, sound of traffic, the sound of people behind me walking their dog, the sound of my footsteps on the mud, the sound of the squelching mud. So there's lots that you can tap your senses into. And that is the point, and that is what I do. So my mind is of a relaxed nature. I'm tapping into those sounds, I'm tapping into what I can see. Hello. There's a cheeky chappy behind us. And if you think about it, that is the core of mindfulness. It really is very simple. Now, I say it's simple. It's simple to do, simple not to do. It's simple in its concept, but it can also be quite tricky when you start off. And I only say that because of the very nature of our minds. Many is a time when I'm out walking that I've got thoughts of the day ahead. I've got thoughts on any conversations I'm likely to have, and all those things that chimp monkey mind starts chattering away, especially in the morning when you're most awake and full of energy. Now, an important point to add here: if you are setting the day with an intention, which is what I do, let's say my intention will be something along the lines of, I intend to, I hope Winston's not eating that dog. No, he's not. I intend to have a successful day in business. I intend to create relationships for my company, you know, whatever it might be. I intend to focus on the day with clarity of mind, drive, energy, etc., etc. So let's say you set your intention. This is where many people, I think, get it wrong. Quite often people, because of what they've heard, will try to set their day with some kind of mantra. You know, there's that old advert of a chap sitting on the loo saying, "I'm a tiger." Very often those methods don't work, and it's because you're not setting an emotion to that intention. So let's look at the word emotion. Emotion, which can be broken down to energy in motion. So you need that energy behind the intention for the intention to have any significant effect on your day. So what you do is you set your emotion and you set your emotion and you apply that to the intention. Come on then, Win. Come on. Winston there playing with a small dog. Not too sure the owners were overly happy with that. So yes, energy in motion, emotion. Set your intention, but apply motion to that intention, and then that intention will have a positive effect on your day. And a brilliant time to do that, of course, is after you've meditated in the morning. Meditate, clear the mind, then set your intention. So there we are, my morning ramble for you. Mindfulness. It needn't be as tricky or complicated as many people think or try to make out. It really is quite, as I say, it's a simple process. It's a simple concept, but it takes practice to get it right. It takes practice, just like anything in life, to get to a point where you can flick a switch and you are being mindful. Anyway, Evolution of Day signing off. Thank you for watching.